Having an MBA has nothing to do with a piece of paper. Getting an MBA has everything to do with the experiences that you have during your journey. It's about what the course teaches you about yourself. When you work at the government or you work at kind of big corporations, you're surrounded by people who have bachelor's or master's or PhDs. There is that feeling about wanting to feel a little bit whole and wanting to prove that you can do it too. I was really fortunate to become an executive because of all the experience that I'd gained kind of outside of having a formal education. And then I had a really good conversation with my boss, and she was like, if you really want to move up in the ranks, she had recommended that I look at doing an MBA, and that there was programs like the Executive MBA that wouldn't kind of be hindered by not having an undergrad to be able to attend. I wasn't really sure about the ability to take a program kind of that magnitude and that depth, while also managing the workload of, a full-time job and a family. Do you guys want something to drink? I think the tipping point was that I really wanted to continue to grow in my career. And I also think it was a little bit about credibility. I decided to embark kind of on my master's at the U of A. The one great thing about the Executive MBA program is that there's a lot of flexibility, and I think there's a lot of understanding. It's not as a rigid setting, I think, as I expected. I had no choice but to work a full-time job at the same time. So it was a full-time executive position, full-time parent with kids who are actively in hockey and all the other sports, and many a time, I would say, you'd find me at a hockey practice late at night, kind of sitting on the floor in the main room with my, computer and phone plugged into the only outlet there, trying to type through an essay or an exam or get something done, or maybe it was even catching up on work. I'm not someone who had, a big finance background, a big math background, and I was really worried that I wouldn't have what it took, and I was really fortunate to not only have great professors, but to be surrounded by engineers or people who had, accounting backgrounds, and leaning on each other really kind of got us through that. I learned, yes, absolutely, that I could do it. But I also learned that I don't have to do it alone, right? You're surrounded by a number of different people who want you to be successful. I had some ambition to grow my career, and I think the MBA supported me in growing my career. For me, the value has been in, that power, that confidence. I now stand up in front of women across the country all the time and talk about my career and my growth. For me, it's about sharing the story, sharing the path, and lifting other people and other women up in the process.